tachometer. It's jammed with the needle of the oil gauge, and all I have to do is just remove these T15 Torx bolts, 4, 5, 6, and on this side 7, 8. And once we got everything out, let's take that face out of the way. And as I can see, we have another few bolts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's remove them. And let's take the glass out. It's a bit of a cleaning, and I thought that would be the end of it, but no, we have another one up there and one up there, screws with a 732. Let's remove them too. And once we remove them too, let's take that cover out. Bit of cleaning for that as well, since we opened it. Whoa, let's see what happens. That doesn't look good. Let's start the engine. Yep, that fell. It's gonna go back in place. But this is what happens. So the tachometer, it doesn't work, that's for sure. And it affects the oil pressure gauge. Anyway, let's change that circuit board behind that, and let's make sure this time it's gonna work. Okay, we have to remove the tachometer, so we need another 1, 2 screws up here with the 732. Both removed. Now let's try to take this one out. Supposedly I have to just pull it out of place, and that's the one. It sits right in there on the connections, and these screws are the ones that give electricity to the actual board of the tachometer, and it does the whole job. Now let's replace that board, because that, according to many owners, is the one that creates the whole lot of a problem. And one thing I've learned from a friend of mine, that he's really good with electronics: before you go and touch any kind of board, especially a brand new that you know it's working alright, put plastic gloves, because the static electricity, if it sparks in there is a big chance that you're going to destroy the whole circuit board and say goodbye to all the money you spent. This is the old one, and this is the new one. The manufacturer says that it's a straightforward fit, so you just remove all these bolts, you put the new one in, and that's it. The good thing with the new one is that you can adjust it from, I think, that screw right here. You can always adjust the tachometer and calibrate it with the actual speed of the engine. Now let's remove that, and you can see how the actual fit it's gonna be, because it says here oil gauge and tachometer is on the center. So the oil gauge is there, so that means that thing has to go like that. And yes, I can see all the holes are aligned. But let's remove the old one. So what we need to remove now, I'm guessing, is all these bolts here. So what I see I have to remove now is, according to what I see here, these 6 bolts, nuts. These 6 nuts are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We remove these 2, we take this away, and we have to remove 1, 2 in order to take the plate out. And I've removed quite a few. There's 2 more left, them 2. All you need is to do by hand, and I guess I'll tighten by hand. And the last one, this one. Again, it's a bit difficult with these small nuts with gloves, but it's a necessary thing to do. Otherwise, as I said, you may destroy the whole circuit. And that's the old one. The old one walks away, and we put the new one in. And that's the direction it has to go. Oil gauge, tachometer in the center. By hand. And once we finish that, we have to put back this one on. Put it in place. Let's go put the tachometer on. Okay, now let's put back the thing onto the. It sits. Now let's check. Oh, okay. Seems that it's working. Let's start. And it seems that it's working alright. Yep. And when I start, I turn on the ignition, everything goes boom. Perfect. And after that, I'll put everything back and I'm done. I really hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.